Hey everyone, so today we're going to be looking at percent error, and percent error is the difference between the approximate and actual values. Now when we were doing, when we're doing percent of change, we learned it as the difference between the original and the new, and that's all this is. It's just different words. Approximate is your original, and actual would be your new. So we're still looking for the difference between the original and the new values. It's just using different words. So let's look at an example and see how we would solve this type of problem. Mrs. McAdams thought only 3 students would show up for the live instruction. Instead, 10 showed up. What is our percent error? So 3 represents my original, which is also my 100%. 10 is my new value, and we don't know the percent for that yet. So I'm going to set up my double number line. Now, since I know 10 is greater than 3, that means I'm going greater than 100%, I'm going to put my 100% about halfway through the number line, just so I have room to work with on this side. All right, so now I need to figure out what the difference between these two numbers is. And if I take 10 minus 3, I know that my difference is 7. So I am adding 7 students to what I thought would show up. Now, 7 doesn't represent the percent. 7 is the difference between 10 and 3. So don't look at this and say, oh, it's 7% because the difference up here is 7. That is not the case. We need to figure out what percent of 3 is 7 so that I know what percent I am adding, and that would be my percent error. So I'm going to write this out, what I just said. What percent of 3 is 7? That is what I am being asked to find in this problem. What percent of 3 is 7? So now I'm going to write this out as an equation. What percent, I'm going to use the letter P. Of tells me I am multiplying. 3 means equals 7. Now to undo a multiplication problem like this, we do the opposite operation, which is divide. And you do that to both sides. And that tells me that P is equal to 2.3333 repeating, which is 233.3%. So we are adding to 33.3%. This right here, this number represents my percent error. Okay, so 7 is 233.3% of 3. So as you are working today, please make sure you pay attention to the wording of the problem and what you are being asked to find, and that will tell you how you need to solve to find the answer.